Yep, back in the lab rat guitars, and today this is just a quick overview of this Gibson 2002 Thunderbird bass, which came into me by Leigh Marklew from the band Terrorvision. They're a UK Bradford City based punk rock band. They've been going since the mid to late 90s at the very least, because I remember being a youth and listening to their records in my car even, you know. Being somewhat of a fan, not a fanatic, but I enjoyed it. I had some albums, I'd seen them play a couple of times, and now I previously had Mark Yates, the guitarist. I've had his 2 Les Pauls in just at the end of last year actually for servicing, and now Mark brought his Thunderbird bass in, and you can see there it's black, 2002 I've dated it to. It's got the bridge combo there like on the EB3s and stuff. 2 volumes, 1 tone. It's got this scratch plate which has got the iconic band Kiss on there. That looks like it's a sticker that's on there, whether it's been a replacement or a stick. I think it's one that's been bought, somebody's made it. Kiss are on there. It's got the 2 big chunky plastic covered soap bars on there, ebony fingerboard. It's had a previous neck repair here, a split. It's got the Gibson actually Pause Grover tuners on there, stamped. It has got what seemed to be the original pots. He said he's never really had this serviced. 2002, he said he's never really had this serviced, to be fair, other than obviously like this split that's been done, which is not bad actually. It went right up to here as well, right from the volute or the joint where the tapers in here, right up to the G there. But it has been, it almost looks like that came off completely. It's had a knock, but that's solid. It's not been resprayed or anything, it's just been glued and finessed. But it works, it's solid. It's got some lacquer wearing on this cutaway that's gone right through to the mahogany, which is nice. It's got some on the back here, general wear and tear that's come through from like belts and trousers and whatnot. They do a large cavity route in this for, I guess, if you'd have 2 volumes, 2 tones, but obviously it's just a 3. It's got the barrel jack, which is the main reason it came in, to be fair. It had failed during a show of theirs last week, right before they went on apparently, so he was saying. So he had to use his backup. So he's brought it into me and is like, what has been going on with it. I can see it straight away as soon as I remove the backplate cover here, that the thick copper wire that runs from the bridge earth to the pot, which is in all Gibsons, it's a thick bit of copper stiff wire, you can bend it, that has been soldered to the earth point or the ground point, let's say, on the barrel jack, and it seems that that has twisted somehow and it's just split and it's come away. So that's detached. That will be why it didn't work, of course. So we're going to remedy that and then have a listen to see what's going on, because it might not just be that. These barrel jacks can fail quite easy, and they're not the... Once they fail internally and the pins don't touch the jack socket tip, pause, the jack plug tip or shield sleeve, you can't really get in there and bend the pin back. Like an open socket like a Switchcraft, you can kind of, if it's not making contact, you can kind of just stress the metal a bit so it's a bit firmer. But this, with these, is not the case. They're usually pretty much a bin job from there. So we're going to re-solder that back on, and then we're going to have a listen and see what's going on, and if there's anything dodgy going off prior, that might not be the correct word to use. If there's anything else going off, we're going to address. There's some green oxidization and tarnishing on the braid of the bridge pickup wire, I can see. So we'll just make sure that that's all solid. And if everything's solid and nothing's going amiss, then we're good to go. Now he says he hasn't had any work done at this, but there's some definite solder spots on here which are showing signs of something previously being there that's not there anymore. Whatever, it is what it is. We're going to make that right, and then we're going to give it... These are brand new strings that just went on right before the show, so they haven't been played. So we're going to keep these because we don't like to waste materials. But we're going to take this off, the strings off. We're going to strip the bridge down completely because it's a bit rusty and full of dust and crap. And we'll clean all that up and rejuvenate that bridge. Polish all this surface, get any gunk and stuff off. And then we're going to give the frets a re-crown because there's some hefty fret wear, especially in the first 4 here. So we're going to skim the tops, re-crown, bring that back to life. The nut looks pretty decent. There's some chips here and there in it, of course, but it's clean. And then just to spruce up. So there we go. Terrorvision. Leigh Marklew, if I'm saying his name correctly. Thunderbird 2002 bass. Nice.